coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with, let's see, James. What's up, James? What it do? What it do? Who is that? T. Gallagher. What's up, T. Gallagher? Fat Joe has responded. Yeah. Which y'all thought it was going to be one-sided? MVP, what up? That's what I'm talking about, man. You got to speak it into existence. MVP. All right, fam. Let's see. Tiana, what it do? I see Chi-Town in the building, H-Town in the building. What up, ATL? Okay, well, let's go in. Let's go in. So we have Fat Joe responding via his lawyer, Joe Tacopina. Okay, so Fat Joe is refuting the accusations from his former hype man, calling them lies made in exchange for financial settlement. Yeah, lies for a financial settlement. What y'all think about that? Give me a thumbs up if you think these are just lies made for a financial settlement. Thumbs down if you say, no, man, I think there's some truth to that. Let me provide more context to this statement first. In the statement, Fat Joe's lawyer says the allegations against Mr. Cartagena are complete fabrications, lies intended to damage his career, his reputation, and force a settlement through public pressure. Mr. Cartagena will not be intimidated. We will take legal action to expose this fraudulent campaign and hold everyone involved accountable. Fat Joe has been accused by Terrence Dixon, also known as TA, of engaging in coercive labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion. Dixon is seeking up to $20 million in damages. The lawsuit was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York and was reviewed by the Independent. Dixon alleges that Fat Joe forced him into humiliating situations, including sex acts performed under duress and surveillance, accompanied by threats of abandonment in foreign countries if he refused compliance. Dixon further alleges he was coerced into more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing within the enterprise. Do you know how many acts, 4,000? Do you know how much time it would take to complete 4,000 acts, sexual acts? Family. I ain't buying it. What's up, Sean Lunatic? I'm just not. This is a grown ass man who can't say no. A grown man who can't say no over 4,000 times. 4,000 times. See, if I was a lawyer and somebody came to me with a case like that, I'd be like, man, you know what, bro? I don't even think I can defend this with a straight face. I don't think I can stand up in front of a jury and ask them to believe you with a straight face. I can't even put my rep on this. I can't put my rep on this. I'm not putting my rep on this, man. You know, it just seems like some of these lawyers are just, they don't do no research, or they don't even care to do research. They say, who did what? Okay, come on, sit down. Tell me everything that happened. Okay, and he did what? Okay, so then he told you to come in the room. You say he told you to come in the room. He didn't grab your hand and pull you into the room? No, he didn't. Wait a minute. You're saying are you sure he didn't grab your hand and pull you into the room? No, I'm sure. It's you know, in these type of cases, it'll be more believable if he grabbed your hand and pulled you into the room. Are you sure he didn't grab your hand and pull you into the room? Yeah, I think he grabbed my hand and pulled me into the room. You think or you know? I know? Okay, yeah, you know. So you know. I'll say, so he grabbed your hand and pulled you into the room. Cynthia Craig. What's up, Cynthia Craig? Somebody just said that they believe. Who said that? Let me see who said that. T. Gallagher says, I believe he's capable of committing these acts, but having a specific number and not speaking out at the time is questionable. See, here's the deal. I couldn't say that I think that somebody is capable of committing these type of acts unless I know the character of the person. If I know the character of a person, I can tell you 100% unequivocally that this particular person is not capable of that. It's like the example that I gave yesterday about Michael Jackson. I don't believe Michael Jackson, the person, the human being who loved children with every fiber in his body. Michael Jackson was never a regular type of person. He wasn't even a regular type of human being. The man loved unconditionally. The man loved with all of his heart. The man was, he was one of them, a grown person who was very savvy businessman, but mentally, most people would say Michael Jackson was very much childlike. Mike was very protective of children. I don't believe that Michael Jackson is capable or ever was capable of harming one child. And plus, you know, for all of these allegations that were levied against Michael Jackson, you know, nobody ever came out and apologized, but many of them admitted that they lied, but they never apologized. They ruined that man's reputation. They still got people calling Michael Jackson a pedophile with absolutely no proof. You know, the FBI, I think they said the FBI investigated Michael for like 10 years, never found one shred of evidence to support him violating anybody, let alone a child, not one. Now, you know, if the FBI investigate anything for 10 years, they're going to want a return on their investment. If they thought for one moment that Michael Jackson was guilty, if they had some evidence for one moment, Michael Jackson would have been under the prison. Because they ain't got no problem destroying a black man. They got no problem. I don't care how famous he is. They will destroy you. It's people that get off to destroying successful black men. The one little kid lied and said Michael Jackson had some type of mark on his testicles. They stripped Michael Jackson looking for this mark and could not find this mark. He said it was a birthmark, and they could not find it. They stripped him, humiliated him, could not find it. I think they just wanted to look at his nuts. If they would have had one shred of evidence against Mike, it would have been over. Over, man. It would have been over. Yeah, I don't believe Michael Jackson was capable of doing something like that. And I know the type of society that we live in, and fam, I'm suspicious of a lot of stuff. I'm suspicious. I'm the one who said I keep, looking over my shoulder and peeping around corners. You know what I'm saying? My mind's playing tricks on me. I said my mind's playing tricks on me, man. So I'm suspicious. I be paranoid about a whole lot of things that go on in the world. And I studied Michael Jackson. I actually studied his behavior. I studied him. I profiled Michael Jackson. I don't think he's capable of doing something like that. And so before I put something on somebody like that, I'd have to have some type of evidence that they were that type of person, or else I would just not say anything. I would not say I think the person is capable of doing something like that. Like, I wouldn't put something like that on a person. I'd either say I don't think they're capable, or they're capable if I got some information that can support them being capable of that, then I can say, yeah, I think he's capable of doing it. Or otherwise, I'll just not say anything. Because these are serious allegations, man. And you're messing with people's lives. When people jump in these comments and say things about people who've been accused of SN somebody, violating people and stuff, these are serious allegations, man. So you can't take this type of stuff lightly. You can't take it lightly. Yeah, so anyway, fam, Fat Joe has denied the allegations against him made by TA, otherwise known as Terrence Dixon, his former hype man. Family, imagine. Another thing, I just can't get over. I can't get over how people so close to these guys that are being taken down and are trying to be taken down. I just can't get over the betrayal. These are people that you allowed into your life, in your personal space, and they gave them positions that 1 million people would have begged to have. I mean, these are people, these are assistants, your hype man, your manager, personal assistants. These are people that know you, that been around you for real. Your hype man spent hundreds of hours around you, thousands of hours around you. This dude was his hype man for a long time. I just can't get over the betrayal. I'm gonna tell you something, fam. Even if I'm around somebody and they do me something dirty, if I have real history with somebody, we're gonna settle that between us. We'll settle it between us, and then that's what it is. Unless they want to take it there, I'll take it there. But we're gonna settle this between us. And that's what it is. I ain't looking for no bag, I ain't looking for no quick lick and all this type of stuff, because obviously we've had a lot of success together, right? If we around each other that long, imagine all of the celebrations they were. This was Joe's hype man. So that means he was there on the big stage with him, performing at the Grammys, performing at the BET Awards, and he put the spotlight on him. He's at the Super Bowl parties, the All-Star parties, the World Series, everything, the Kentucky Derby, if that's what he was into. All of the big moments, that dude was right there. And he going back and forth, having these conversations. And dude took the knife and just... The thing is, he's claiming that he was subjected to all of this stuff. Family, if you were involved in 4,000 sexual acts with a person, at what point are you held accountable for your role? At what point do you have some damn sense? If you got, so let me get this straight. You got enough sense to do what they want you to do to keep your job, but you ain't got enough sense to expose them or just leave to keep your integrity. I'm not buying it, and I don't respect it. I don't respect it, and I ain't got a dog in the fight, fam. I ain't got a dog in the fight, but I don't respect it. 4,000 times? 4,000? At no point, like the second time, or maybe the first time. Okay, all right, okay. First time, you didn't know what you got caught off guard, you didn't know what to think. Okay, it happened again. Hold on now you're confused because now you thought maybe that was just a one time, then it happened again. When it happened the second time, now you know the third time coming, right? You know it's gonna happen again. So then the third time happened. And then the fourth time happened, then the fifth. Now at this point, you know, okay, it's pathological, right? You have identified the pattern. I'm in trouble, and this guy's the catalyst. I'm in trouble. I got to get out of here. But you don't get out. You continue to book flights. You continue to make yourself available for shows, rehearsals, parties, and freak-offs. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4, not 5, not 6 times, not 7, not 8, not 9 times, not 10, not 11, not 12 times, not 13, not 14, not 20, not 30, not 50, not 100, not 200, not 300, not 400, not 500, not 600, not 1,000, not 2,000, not 3,000, but 4,000 times. At what point are you accountable for your own actions? At what point does responsibility kick in? Family, we as a society, this is not the type of place we want to live in where people can just hurl insults, hurl accusations against a person with no evidence or come back and say this happened or that happened 20 years down the line and disrupt somebody's life. Because you know all of this keeps going back to the same thing, money. It's money. Once you sell your soul for money, man, your credibility is shot. He already said every move that he made was based on money. Getting money. He didn't want to be fired. He didn't want to lose any opportunities. So what makes us think that this ain't about money? All of his decisions are based on getting money, getting paid. What makes him think that what makes him think that we don't think this decision is based on getting paid? I mean, he went to the lawyer. He went to a lawyer, not the cops. Come on, fam. I see y'all in the comments, fam. Some of y'all don't like Joe. I get it. I get it. But I'm not here to about what he's done and what he said in the past and all that. I'm talking about this case right now. I'm talking about what's happening right now. What's going on right now. The evidence. Come on, fam. And JS, I don't get, who is that, JS, J5? I don't give a damn if Joe ain't black. I don't give a damn if Joe is white, pink, green, whatever. I'm talking about the facts. So I don't cape for nobody. You dig? I'm looking at simply what's right, what's wrong. What's right, what's wrong. When the Diddy case started, I simply gave y'all the facts. These are the facts. Boom. But as the case started developing and as the witnesses started coming forward, I started having more of an opinion about the case that was being presented. And I said, Cassie ain't innocent. Now, I didn't say that off the rip. But as the case, as stuff started coming out, I'm like, hold on, man. I don't believe that. She lying. That's a lie. I don't believe this. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. These are very serious allegations. To say that dude was with a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old and not have any type of proof. Now bring the proof and then I say, okay, they got him. Shit, he got to go. He got to be dealt with now. If that's what he was doing, he got to be dealt with. You know, he got to be dealt with if that's what he was doing. And they got the proof. Okay, that's different. But these are allegations. Y'all really gonna just crucify somebody on allegations? Y'all know what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So if somebody can falsely accuse Fat Joe of something, they can falsely accuse you of something. Being a celebrity, you know, this entertainment industry is just a microcosm of society. So if they can go after a big bad celebrity, somebody that's got millions of fans and followers and millions of dollars, if they can go after them with no evidence, they can damn sure come after you with no evidence. In fact, they already have come after many people, regular people with no evidence. That's why so many people are locked up in prisons across America right now, because they didn't have any get back. Many of them are locked up without any evidence. There ain't no proof that they did the crimes that they were accused of. There are no proof that they committed the crimes that they're serving time for. They have zero proof. Some of the proof is manufactured, but they're doing time. Innocent people are doing time because they didn't have the money to fight the case. One thing about having money is, if you really are innocent about something, you got a better chance of proving your innocence because you have money to pay for experts. You know, just like the prosecution can bring experts forward, you can bring experts, you can match the prosecution's experts, you know, and those experts oftentimes are what get people convicted or exonerated. So it's a whole lot of people in jail right now because they're poor. They couldn't fight. They couldn't fight back because they're poor. So this could happen to anybody. These type of things can happen to anybody. It's millions of y'all out there right now. It's people right now watching the channel right now. You're watching the channel right now. You got regular jobs. Perhaps you work, perhaps you're a manager You know, at a restaurant, you're a manager at a, you know, at a government facility or whatever. Perhaps you're a teacher. You know how easy it is for a coworker to lie on you and say you did this or did that? You know how easy that is? This is why I when I look at these type of allegations, man, I don't be taking this stuff lightly. Just stating facts. Stating facts. Y'all, that's y'all thing. Y'all like to say facts. Especially the ones that type in all caps. Facts. Yeah, man. So anyway, Big Joe, Fat Joe's lawyers have responded to his former hype man, suing him for $20 million. They call those claims complete fabrication. Give me a thumbs up if you believe the allegations. If you believe the allegations, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down if you think it's one big fat lie. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's see. See what y'all saying. Are we getting thumbs up or thumbs down? It's thumbs up or thumbs down. OG don't believe it. Prime believe it. Steve believe it. Give me a thumbs up if you believe the allegations, thumbs down if you don't believe it. Fat Joe did it, J5. Who is that? Why ice? T Gallagher to believe it. Craig Smith down. Flo up. Flo Wolf up. Look at my chat. Is something wrong with the chat? Law up. Bruce up. No sellout down. Angus down. Andre down. Steven up. Sean Lunatic down. All right, fam. Seems like most of y'all are saying that y'all believe it. So that's what it is. Ira Ford down. Okay. Tay down. Most of y'all seem like it's about 60-40. About 60% of y'all believe that he did it. About 40 of y'all believe that he didn't do it. I hope for the sake of him and his family, and even the accuser, that he actually didn't do it, because you know that's a stain on your brain you don't want. You dig what I'm saying? That's my time, fam. Till next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm coming back with another live in about maybe 15-20 minutes. All right? No more talk.